Johnny and I were in like indie guitar pop bands before we were in this band. So it's like a little ode to like our old bands, like like an RIP to them.
Saying that guitar pop had died a death in our lives, and we were gonna form this ska band and to the top of most of the pop of most.
That's it. Start fucking driving around in gold Bentleys and all that. And then the other thing was, at the time it felt like there was a bit of like a lack of guitar music like being represented in like the mainstream pop culture. So a little nod to that, yeah. But I just thought it sounded cool. Inspired by Madness in particular. Very excited to be at the Dublin Castle today, filming our brand new music video for Rudi Go Home. So the back room in the Dublin Castle, for those that don't know, is where Madness used to do their residence back in the day. And they actually filmed a music video for My Girl in the same back room we're filming in Rudi Go Home today. And yeah, Madness are a huge inspiration for me, for my parents. When I was a young child, 5-6 years old, my dad come back from work one night and had the VHS tape of Divine Madness, which was all their music videos, and I was in from that day forward. So Specials are another big band.
Yeah, say Madness as well. You know, first time I saw them was at V Festival in Chelmsford, which is an elite festival that's no longer going, sadly. But first time I saw Madness there, and One Step Beyond dropped, and whether you were 9 years old or 90 years old, everyone ran to the stage, and the British institution. So hopefully we're following in their footsteps or something.
Do you want me to do a little bit of a
I feel like 90% of our songs are about characters in Essex, to be fair. Heartbreak, obviously, and my local has given me at least 30 Dogby tunes. So, yeah, the characters that populate the Boozers, West Ham, Pie and Mash, all those sorts of things seem to crop up time and time again. But I think Essex as a county is just so rich with character and so many different flavours, like the old East End culture that's moved out there, mixed with the country bumpkins in Essex. It makes for quite a beautiful mix.
So many amazing artists out of Essex, obviously the Prodigy, Ian Jury, Blur. And growing up as well, there was a really amazing local scene. I used to go out in like Brentwood, Romford, Chelmsford, and there was a really like buzzing ska scene when I was like 15, 16. So Ed Rome, who we co-wrote Rudi Go Home with, who also mixed and produced it, was playing. He was performing in the band today. He was in a band called The Big. And I used to go
and you'll understand why they're called that when you meet him. He's about 6'9".
Fucking wrestler.
Yeah.
They were like the first ska band I ever saw live. It just gets more and more exciting as it goes on. I mean, you know, we used to play to empty pubs in our old bands.
I actually played in the Water Rats once in King's Cross, and the crowd was my mum and dad, and I'm pretty sure there was a cat walking across the bar as well. So yeah, it's grown a little bit since then.
Yeah, and it's just like we've been very lucky with, very blessed with Death of Guitar Pop. That it snowballed from the start, really. We could see Old Train out on Facebook, did like a paid
late
Facebook
2016, wasn't it?
Yeah, did a paid Facebook ad specifically targeting fans of Specials, Madness, Selector, etc. And it connected straight away. So right from the get-go, we didn't play a show for about a year from when we launched that ad. We managed to build a demand, and the first show in London was at the Oslo, and it was packed, where people travel from all around the country. And that's the beautiful thing about this subculture and community. Like today has proved, you put the call out and there they come.
We were so fortunate as well, because people that we'd admired were getting in touch with us before we even played a show. So we were lucky enough to work with Neville Staple before we'd even played a gig, which is kind of mental to think about it. But yeah, like Silk says, it's a subculture that people seem to get around one another and support one another, which is it's very important.
Crowdfunded all of our albums.
Oh really?
I
didn't know that.
Yeah, and the first album, just 196 people I think it was, raised about $5,500 to get us going, and we topped that up with like other money that we'd earned from gigs and a bit of our own money, and then we've scaled that all the way to like the last one, the fourth album, raised like over $40,000, so we could really throw quite a bit of money at marketing, and we did a string section, and we managed to get the last two records in the charts as well, in the main top 40, and that's all like fan powered, community driven, like just word of mouth, people sharing the love on social media, people buying multiple copies.
We had people buying like cassettes, 2 CDs, 2 vinyls.
Yeah, just trying to get us up the charts to give the band more of a platform. It's been very DIY. I mean, we still manage ourselves, we still our own label, just got an agent on board and a publisher, which, areas that we do need help with for sure. So that's exciting. But really, like, it's been nearly 10 years in this band now, and it has all just been like fan powered, just a big community of people mucking in, helping in different ways.
And being brave as well, I think it's been a really important part of it for us, is like, Shepherd's Bush Empire, for example, like no one was going to book us to do that, so we just did it ourselves, and we hired that venue, and
it's frightening, wasn't it? Yeah.
Bit of a risk, I imagine.
Remortgaged the house.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
That was obviously last year was when the cost of living was really kicking in, and grassroots festivals were going under, left, right, and centre. Sadly, still like a big problem now. So we took that mammoth task on of self-promoting a show, Shepherd's Bush, O2 Shepherd's Bush Empire, taking it up that next notch with all of that going on, and it was, it was squeaky bum
sleepless
time.
nights. A lot of sleepless nights. On the phone to each other at 3 a.m. going, what the fuck have we done?
But it was one of them things where
we have to sell me car. It's a lovely Nissan Micra.
But we walked out on a night, and that's the thing, the community showed up for us. Like, everyone travelled from far and wide to fill it out, and we had our best night ever.
Yeah,
it's going to take some time in that one.
Yeah, and learning those things has been like a massive, it's not been just the music, has it, for us? It's been learning to become promoters as well. Like, this year we did our first weekender in Margate, where esteemed gentleman to my right resides now. We did our first weekender there, and that was like probably one of the most fulfilling and rewarding weekends we've had, because we were booking young bands for that, and being able to put on our own Scar and Mod weekender, which is sort of how we sort of rose up the ranks, I suppose, of the subculture. Being able to do that and book younger bands like where we were maybe 7-8 years ago yeah, very fulfilling.
Conceptualised like all of our music videos and directed most of them. So it's just great that we're in a time where you've got those resources around you as an independent artist. You know, it doesn't cost an arm and a leg. But yeah, you can do it all pretty DIY, you know, and yeah, that's what's been like really, like that's how we've been able to build the momentum. Is the fact that we've just been able to just do it all ourselves on a shoestring budget, and it is just about like how much work we're willing to put in at the end of the day.
Yeah,
that's what it comes down.
And I think the fact that we've been kind of relentless with it, like we're on our 5th album in like 8 years. 5th album in 8 years.
Yeah.
It's important to, I think, provide like a constant stream of a dirty word now, innit? Content, but yeah, constant stream of content, new singles, new videos, and don't go quiet ever. I feel like, do you know what I mean? You've got to keep hammering it till you get to where you want to be.
One more. Plank it harder, like plank them so you get a bit of a splash. That's it.
What we do try and do is create a bit of sunshine amidst all the gloom, really, don't we?
Yeah, a bit of escapism, you know what I mean? And just,
we were at the Oasis show, weren't we, the other night, and I think it's a perfect example of how music can, create this like escape and little microcosm of positivity amongst all the chaos. Really, it was, hopefully we try and do something like that at our shows as well.